They saying he pocketed as much as 80 mil.
Who?
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh. Because they don't want to get that fucking... And I'm still not going to fucking watch the NFL.
Yeah, me either. But to be fair, I wasn't watching it before this. I stopped watching it.
I wasn't watching shit.
It wasn't really...
I was watching, like... I would entertain the Super Bowl, but I really never cared about it.
Yeah.
Cause
I didn't watch Super Bowl. I heard that shit was trash, too.
I felt fake, because when I did used to watch football...
It was only a Super Bowl?
No. What I'm saying is, when I did used to watch football, I would despise people who would only watch the Super Bowl and then like ride whatever team is in the Super Bowl or whatever team they more familiar with that happened to be in the Super Bowl. So I'm like, this is some fake shit on my end. So I'm like, You know what? I'm just not gonna watch it. Period. However, I did go for when the Broncos went against the Panthers. I did go for Cam Newton. But then I was torn because Peyton Manning. I was like, I want Peyton Manning to get another ring, but I'm like,
it's black. It's black, yes.
Black quarterback. Yeah, I had already started on my, I was like, Peyton Manning win, I don't mind. Panthers win, I don't mind.
Right.
But what's good though?
What's good? There's a lot of shit going on, man. It's a lot of
stuff always.
It's a lot of things being revealed. It's a lot of things being revealed as far as legal stuff.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
The pendulum has been swinging back.
Right.
A lot of stuff being revealed, period. In families, in social circles,
right.
In justice system, historical facts being revealed. I'm here for it. I love it. I'm loving it. McDonald's.
Nah, we ain't giving no free promo to the devil's food. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's is the devil's food. You know that?
Damn, my belly growling.
You did not.
I didn't eat.
Oh, I'm about to say.
What? You thought I ate McDonald's?
Yeah, because you said that right after.
You're bugging.
I'm about to say. Yo, you know what's crazy? Like, this is a little bit... Well, we not on no top right now, but this girl on my job...
They tried to play me just now. I ate McDonald's.
Yo, this girl on my job... And she probably won't ever listen to this. And this is no diss to her. But it's not really a diss. But I ain't gonna say her name.
Boquisha.
But
she black?
Nah, she not black.
She Spanish, white?
She Hispanic. Yo,
Belkins.
Every day
Stephanie.
She eats some type of fast food, son.
Esmeralda.
No, I'm not telling you the name.
Gabriella.
And no, so some guys came in the store we doing like a bunch of construction in our store. We fixing around this. You're not gonna guess the name. I can bet you that. So she walked in. No, she walked in with some.
Jessica.
She walked in with some Popeyes, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you gotta stop eating this fast food shit, son. But one of the guys just overheard me telling her that.
Like, is she fat? She fat. You smile. You smile. Guys listening, he smiled, so that's a yes.
So,
she fat.
No, but
fat
it's not.
Girl named...
Look, so he overheard me saying that. So when he walked back, he was like, come on, son. How you gonna tell her that, son?
Yeah,
but I was like, yeah, he was kind of like,
you know,
how you saying that, son?
You gonna tell a fat person?
But you know what it is? It's not. Shut up. It's not cause she's
fat.
I mean, it is kind of, but it's not to make fun of her. It's like, yo, like, there's a reason why you got that weight on you. It's cause you eat this every day.
Yeah.
Why don't you try some different
alternatives? Is she attractive, fat, or just?
She's not ugly.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna say whether she attractive or not, cause I don't want to offend anybody. But I'm just saying, like, it's someone that I work with every day.
Yeah. So
like, just seeing her eat that every day, I'm kind of like, why don't you just try like
a diet?
Eating like fruits.
A diet.
Maybe. not a diet, but it's just like. When he heard me say, he was like, damn, it's kind of like you making fun of her. But I'm like, nah, it's like, it's a reason why you look. And like I said, I don't want to offend nobody. Because she cool, like I fuck with her. But it's like, it's a reason why people look the way they look. I can look at your diet and see that, like, this ain't going to change. You're going to stay that or get bigger if you continue eating greasy, fatty, fast foods.
And the thing, too, it's not that you should get off 100%. I always tell people, whenever I give people advice, it's not like I'm bashing you, like, oh, it's horrible, this, that. Like, if you detoxing, if you working out, if you doing all these things, and you happen to treat yourself once a month, like once every 2 weeks, that's cool. Like, I wouldn't, even once a week, I wouldn't care. Like, for the most part, you're putting in the necessary things that your body need. But once you keep feeding,
every
just
day,
getting fatter, 10 pounds every day, 10 pounds. It's like, all right.
You can't get him 10 pounds every day.
It's like, all right, like, you're wilding. Like,
no, I just want to see everybody.
What does she say, though? What does she say when you be like, yo, again, you eat fried chicken? Like,
I don't make it seem like...
Damn, Bianca.
I don't make it seem like I'm telling her that every day, because that's, like, annoying.
Yeah.
But that that day, she looked back and she was just like, you know what I'm saying?
Sound like my boyfriend.
And then I'm just like, I'm that guy that's gonna,
that's not gonna die of a heart attack?
No. I'm that guy that I want to see the best for everybody. So I'm not gonna be that nag in your ear.
What do she usually say though?
She'll say something like, well, it's cheap. I'm like, well, it is cheap. It's cheap for your body too.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to bring that up because that was funny when you mentioned the McDonald's shit. Stop eating fucking McDonald's, man.
Yeah, that's one thing I would say. Stop eating, period.
And stop feeding your kids it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to get on my...
Like I could flex with, but McDonald's?
Yeah,
I'm saying McDonald's is the worst of the worst. McDonald's...
Right.
Like, I literally read out the consumer report from the FDA.
Yeah. We did an episode on the grades and shit. It's not good, man. I had to get on my and my stepmom gonna hear this too. Shout out to you.
She eat McDonald's?
Nah.
She give Diamante McDonald's?
Not anymore. Not anymore as far as I know, but when she was younger, they used to buy her that like after work she used to ask for it. I'm like, I don't care if she asks for it, don't buy her it.
Oh, okay.
Y'all know how bad it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all taking her there, but y'all ain't getting nothing, but she getting something. So we feeding her poison. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we good. Nah, I'm good.
But I think now they good. But still though, like whatever. But,
by the way, I like them skating videos of you and her. That was her first time ice skating?
Nah.
Cause you was like, yo, you getting better. So I thought like she started that day and
Nah. We skated like last year we didn't. The year before last, we always go like every year.
Oh, okay.
And she's good, nice. But like she getting better though. Like she's starting to use. Like, I be telling her you gotta bend your knees a little bit, lean forward, and use both legs. Okay. What she do is she stand up straight.
Yeah, I peep.
Her legs be straight. You don't got no balance with that.
It look like Bambi.
You can tip over,
like
right?
Bambi.
And then, like when she skate, like she'll push off with one leg and then stand still, let herself glide. Then push off with one leg and then stand still, let herself glide. You gotta kind of sway with it with both legs.
I guess she's building comfortability. Yeah.
She fell mad. Yo, last time we went, she fell like 80 times, nigga. So you shouldn't be afraid of falling. It don't really hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I never did that, but I can't
even
roller skate. I can't even roller skate.
You can't roller skate. You can't swim.
We don't do that in the Caribbean. What's that? We don't do that.
There's no ice out there.
We climb trees for fruits. And we tame lions and cheetahs.
Right.
That's what we do. I'm just playing along
you
with
hunting
shit.
Buffalo, you making making snake
don't.
shoes, alligator jackets, all type of shit, right?
Well, I left there when I was 8 years old. So
then you said you used to hunt turtles and shit?
No, lizards. I used to
lizards, right?
I used to hunt them.
You know what he used to do? He used to make them fight each other on some gladiator in an arena type.
Yeah.
That's very demonic.
No, it's not. It's fun. It's called a childhood. It's not sitting up in
That's
the
very
house
demonic.
watching Uncle Grandpa.
That's like me living in the projects, getting 2 mice that's in my crib on some ghetto shit and having them fight in a bowl.
That's different, but it's similar at the same time.
That's very demonic.
Mice is very dirty. Lizards are not dirty. And I'm catching them outside.
In their habitat. That's even worse.
They're not infesting
You invaded
my
their
house.
homes.
I mean,
they got families.
The earth is all of our home. So, yeah. If you want to be technical.
You quick on your toes.
Yeah, you gotta be, man.
But let's jump into it, man.
Jesse Smollett.
Oh, I think you said Colin Kaepernick.
Oh yeah. Jesse Smollett.
We'll get to Jesse.
Yeah.
We'll get to your ass soon. But apparently, shout out to Colin Kaepernick.
Shout out to Colin Kaepernick.
Apparently, him and the NFL reached a settlement.
I still want a Kaepernick jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say I do. I don't own any jersey, to be honest. I'm not really a jersey guy.
Yeah, I used to be a jersey guy. I had a couple jerseys back in the day. I remember when Michael Vick jerseys was very... Oh, come on. Of course I had an AI jersey. Come on, son.
T-Mac?
I never had a T-Mac jersey.
I
never had a T-Mac and I never had a Steve Nash jersey.
You're a fraud.
But I had an AI jersey. Back in that time, AI was, I had a poster. He's the only NBA player I ever had a poster of as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an icon.
I had, I remember one time when the Michael Vick jerseys had just dropped and them shits was like hotcakes.
Yeah.
I bought an extra small Michael Vick jersey.
But you was younger though.
Just so I could have a Michael Vick jersey. Yeah, but I was fat when I was
little. Oh yeah, you was.
I was chubby.
Yeah, you was.
So that shit was like a girdle on me. I didn't know Michael Vick made girdles. Yeah, man, it's the new shit, man. It's the wave, bro. Yeah, man. I had a Paul Pierce jersey. Paul Pierce.
I had a Kobe jersey, but it's when I was
Paul
small.
Pierce before the big three, because a lot of people hopped on that wave.
Right, coming on that.
Yeah. That was about it.
I had one Kobe jersey.
Oh,
I was like 9 years old. That shit was mad small. It's when he was still number 8.
Okay.
Yep.
With the afro and shit. Okay.
But yeah, apparently, I mean, it's not confirmed. It's reports saying this, but apparently Colin Kaepernick got up to $80 million in this settlement from the NFL.
That's what's up.
But there's two sides to this though, and I want to get your thoughts on it, because I'm pretty sure some folks are calling him I wouldn't say really a sellout, but you could say he kind of just took the money without really, because no changes are gonna come from it. It's all settled. They didn't
But will he be re-enlisted into the NFL? Can he play again?
I mean, I don't think so.
Or this is like a payout for you to shut up and stop bringing heat on us?
That's usually what a settlement is. That's my point.
Not all the time. A settlement could be
usually.
we apologize and we would
But the thing is, I read that the NFL was not admitting that they that they were being prejudiced or they were discriminating against him because he was kneeling. They didn't admit that.
Okay.
They just came to a settlement that he's gonna drop the collusion case against them and they're gonna pay him $80 million. So that's why I can see how some people could say, you put up a good fight. Not saying me, I'm the leaders, but you put up a good fight, but you just took some bread. And now what? We gonna hear from him? We gonna hear from it again?
But
we gonna stop the kneeling?
But you don't even know what he's gonna do with the bread.
That's true.
He could start some shit that trumps the NFL.
Yeah.
Never know. I mean, at the end of the day, he stood his ground. He stood he maintained his integrity, and he secured the bag. So hopefully he get more than 80 mil, or hopefully he get the 80 mil or more.
Right.
I would say. Right. But the NFL don't even come to terms and they're not even. What's the word? They're not even accountable on PTE that the players sustain from playing in the NFL. So, as far as the kneeling stuff go, I wouldn't even be surprised because everybody succumbs to the PTE. White players, quarterbacks, greats, whack people. They don't even care about that. And this is everybody. All that, with the kneeling thing, that's just the minority, the black group. As far as I see it, if they don't care about the greats getting PTE, we don't care about y'all. And you got to look at, somebody said this the other day. They said, if you get paid, I think they was talking about the Floyd Mayweather thing. They said, Floyd began 300 mil, 350 mil a fight and shit.
Yeah.
100 mil. They like, if that person, whoever it is writing that check, how much money are they making?
Right.
So with the whole 80 mil, it's all about perspective. That may be a lot to us.
Yeah, but these guys are
these dudes, it's
yeah.
like, that's a couple of dollars, that's a couple pennies maybe. Like, just give them 80 mil.
Yeah, to shut him up.
We're just gonna go along with the no kneeling stuff. We're gonna treat them right for a temporary.
But that's not even what they doing though.
That's even if they saying these things.
Because basically he withdrew his collusion
case, right? So
case against
no more legal, documents, no more
you know what I'm saying?
legal time.
He got paid off for him to and like I'm reading this from this Oregon Live. I guess they like a news website. They saying that he might not even get as much as people thinking. Like people saying 80 mil, but he may not even get that much. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, shout out to Colin Kaepernick. I feel like
we appreciate everything.
Yeah, honestly, because I feel like he's still gonna do. He's gonna do big things.
Because for me, I don't even think it was about the money for him, 100%. Because this guy was still doing clothes drives post being excommunicated from the NFL. Right. So it's not like, it's like you're not really getting an income, but you're still doing all these stuff for your community. Yeah. So I don't believe it was ever about the money for him.
Yeah, me either. Me either.
And I think they doing all of this just because they probably getting a bad rap right now. They probably saw certain
this Super Bowl was the lowest rated Super Bowl in years.
I hope it keeps happening. I hope because it's not only that too. How I look at it, like I didn't even know that with this year's Super Bowl being the lowest viewed, lowest rated. It could be other companies because everything is business. Now, if we paid $3 million for an ad, a 20-30 second ad, because this is how much it be getting paid. Like I learned in advertising, it be in the millions just for 20-30 seconds. Yeah. So imagine the minute long ads. So if we pay you $3 million for our ad for 30 seconds during your show or whatever. Now, these is like multiple companies. You see what I'm saying? All of us is not getting any return on our investment because less people are being exposed to our ads. Right. So why are we paying all this money? Now we got a problem with you because you need to get your shit together so that we can all eat. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is why we always say black people need to abstain and not spend our money with them because this is how it works. This is the name of the game. We're gonna force their own people to turn on them to act right so that we could be, treated with more dignity, more respect, more, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's all it is. And still when they treat us with respect, fuck them still. Right. Because we not gonna forget. Yeah. A lot of us already forgot about slavery, to be quite honest. Yeah, right. A lot of us forgot. And we experienced it. Like, people be racially profiling, they still be naive. So, even when they do act right, still, nah, we good, son, we good. Nah, we good. Yeah. Go to the Mexicans with that. Like, we good, son. Nah. Right. But, moving on, though. Shout out to Colin, though. Yeah. Hope you get the biggest bag you could get. But let's leave Jesse for a little bit later. We're gonna get to you. You wanna jump into Burberry? Oh yeah. Well, as a totality, cause we spoke on this last week. Yeah. With Gucci and Moncler, Prada. Yeah. It's almost as if these designers are having like who can piss black these people off the most. But it's for a reason, though. It's for a valid reason. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is. A noose around the hoodie, son? A brown hoodie. And the hood was on the model. So it's multiple things right there. It's like brown people with hoods on deserve to be killed. That could be perceived, one perception. Right. People who wear hoodies deserve to be nooses, and we the only lynched people that
when we wear hoods, we seem like a thug.
Exactly.
But everybody wear hoods, but we.
Statistics shows white college students are the #1 wearers of hoodies.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love hoods. Like hoodies is dope. Like I'm wearing a hood right now.
Statistics show that.
Yeah.
So
Trayvon Martin, that's another one.
It's funny. Like looking at the hoodie. Too,
We should stop wearing these shit, son.
It's not even aesthetically appealing.
It's not. That was some bullshit. That wasn't
Who was
even
wearing
dope.
that?
That wasn't even dope.
The color of the lynch rope was like red and white. Or something. It's like
it wasn't even dope.
with a brown hoodie. I'm like, it doesn't even have the Burberry print on it.
It don't look appealing.
I'm like, this is corny.
Yeah.
A white person wore it. Oh, we can't let it be too, blatant.
Right. But
we gonna downplay it by making it a brown hood though.
Yeah. But you know why? You know why I believe they did this like on purpose, especially
why
they
did it on purpose,
and not even on the website, like at a fashion show. Because if you like anyone that know these fashion shows, a lot of time these fashion shows just be a display of like their creativity and like their
I
like,
hate fashion shows.
Like a lot of shit that's in these fashion shows for these high end designers,
trash.
They don't wear them. Like nobody's wearing these shit. Like they having these little bulky things.
Yeah, it's trash.
These are not really for sale. They're just to display. All right, this is the wave of fashion, and this is creative. But they're not really on the website.
Yeah.
So for them to have this on the runway, I'm almost certain they didn't expect anybody to buy that shit. But y'all put it on the runway for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
And the next thing too, these stuff that be on fashion show runways, it's not that they don't sell. They do sell. It's like it's more of bidding. So let's say
I'll be seeing some wild shit on there.
Let's say I am a very wealthy white supremacist, and I see that. Oh, I want that, so I could frame it. You see what I'm saying? So I always remember, oh, this was Burberry. Now imagine if I'm this same white supremacy and I bought the Gucci stuff, framed it, the Burberry stuff,
you can have a mural in your house.
The Prada stuff, framed it, the Moncler stuff, framed it, and whoever stuff that happened to came out in the past, but social media wasn't the wave back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be a collector of these things. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm supporting y'all. Yeah. And y'all just showing, because you got to cater for, it's a bunch of things. You got to cater for people like that. You got to cater for who's in the audience watching the show. People change up their shows pertaining to who's present. Yeah.
Who they're marketing to. Because they're not Sorry to cut you off.
I was already stopped. I already paused, so you didn't cut me off.
I cut you off.
No, you did not.
But like people, they're not marketing to us. Like we think, we think because we buy all this designer shit, and we probably spending more money on designers in America than white people are. You know what I'm saying? That they're marketing towards us. They not marketing towards us still. They don't want us to buy their clothes. That's probably why they're doing this. They probably don't. I'm just saying, they probably don't want us to really wear their clothes.
Well, I'm gonna say,
you know what I'm saying? They don't want these niggas wearing their clothes.
They do. But I'm gonna say this. No, I know so. What it is they have different lines, and this is how they play you. Like for example, Donna Karan is the more luxurious line, but DKNY is the more like urban line. So what a lot of these top designers do is they create a luxury and or it's a word that they use in the fashion world. They taught us in class.
I definitely want to know.
I feel like Andy, that episode when he's trying to give me a break, give me a break, give me a break, that Chrysler car.
Right.
Football cream. Damn. It's Anyway, it's an urban line, and that's what they dedicate to like black people. You'd say, like for example, like the Balenciagas that a lot of people have.
The socks or the bulky ones?
Both, you could say, but the bulky ones before the one that you have.
Yeah.
That would be like the.
I don't have any bulk. Oh, you mean the old
It's not
ones,
bulky.
The arenas, the ones.
Yeah, the arenas. Yeah, I
can't
can't remember the name.
I don't like them anymore.
That is like the more. That could be the more urban, but you would see another pair of Balenciagas that looks like a
more European.
Raf Simons-y.
Yeah.
That's ugly.
Yeah, that's
But
bulky,
that costs more than the arenas.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So one is the urban, but the next one, this is what we really want to, Front Street. This is the ones we're gonna have on the walkway. You see what I'm saying? And that's all it is. They have two different lines. That's why Marc Jacobs have like Marc Jacobs, then he have Marc by Marc Jacobs. If you ever peeped.
Nah, I don't buy Marc Jacobs.
Yeah, there's all these lines, like they have different stuff. Then you would find out like, oh, he was Tom Ford used to be. This is hypothetical. I don't follow fashion, but this is how it is. Like for example, Tom Ford used to be like a designer for Louis. He also used to design some pieces in Marc Jacobs, but then he still oversees his designing in Tom Ford. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you find these things out, it's like you stuck there with the dumb face. Like, what the hell? So what's the difference?
Yeah.
What's the difference in production quality? What's the difference in quality, period? What's the difference in marketing? What's the difference in revenue? Like, so they are catering to us in a sense, but the next thing too, along with the disrespect with all this racial stuff is, once our name is there in the news and in the media, our sales go up. Like Steven was saying.
Yeah.
Which is very true. Like, people talked about all that stuff about Gucci. Oh, boycott Gucci. Gucci sales went up, though.
Yeah.
We should still boycott it, but our thing, I was telling Tati, because she commented on my post.
Not even boycott, we should just cancel it.
We should just ignore it. Like I said with what I do with white people. You don't pay any attention to them. If I don't pay attention to you, you're not selling.
Yeah.
The number one way of advertisement is word of mouth.
Right.
Despite all this $3 million 30-second ad, Super Bowl commercials, how much ever for the regular commercials.
Word of mouth is the best.
Word of mouth is the main
especially
way of advertising, because especially with any product, word of mouth, because you trust that person way more than a TV ad.
Yep. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And
the word that I was looking for is couture.
Oh,
couture.
Oh, okay.
And then they got haute couture. Like HAUTE. Haute couture and couture. That's different to the urban brand. So we monitor, we dedicate our couture brands to our target audience, because if these people like reports, like business reports really come out and gets exposed, and you see who their target audience is, you see black people are definitely nowhere there.
Yeah,
unless you're like Oprah or LeBron or some shit.
Exactly.
That's what we want. Because when you go to your high level meetings and your Catalina wine mixers and you wear our stuff, you're exposing, this is where the word of mouth comes into play.
Right.
Oh my God, I love the aesthetics on your hoodie. Where did you get it from? Oh, this is the spring Hermes collection. Right. Oh my God, I want it. And that's how these niggas make their money.
Right. Nothing wrong.
But
touch on when you were saying that you just gotta ignore them. You know how easy it is to ignore some shit that's very expensive? That's kind of like what I said last episode. Like, y'all niggas is going out y'all way to spend hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars on a brand that clearly don't give a fuck about you. Mm-hmm. So that's very telling. Like, it's very easy for me to ignore Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, cause I'm not spending $800 for no pair of shoes.
Nigga, I ignore H&M
just
still.
I'm just not doing it.
I ignore H&M still. They got $20 jeans. And I'm ignoring. I'm like, oh. Imagine with some $500, $600 jeans, belts like $1,000.
Belt, yeah.
H&M got $12 belts.
Keychains is on it. No, I don't know. I'm just making jokes.
$10 underwear.
Yeah.
I'm ignoring them niggas still. Son, my loyalty is unquestionable, son.
Yeah.
Plus, if y'all want to be quite honest, y'all could just go to Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah.
Buy these brands.
Yep. Burlington, Nordstrom Rack, they got these shits for cheap. It ain't gonna be the
newest.
It ain't gonna be the newest line, the newest.
It's gonna be like past
season of clothes. Yeah.
But still some hot shit.
Yeah, it's some hot shit.
Macy's clearance racks.
See, y'all problem is y'all be trying to keep up with the trends too much.
Yeah.
Y'all start wearing ugly shit just because we in fall and it's the fall collection. The shit's still ugly.
Yeah.
I wear some shit from 3 years ago and body all y'all.
Yeah.
Which I do.
And people ask,
where
you got that from? Oh,
right,
this
is
is like 3-4 years ago.
Son, exactly.
Yeah, what? I never saw it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my shoe I had for maybe 4 years now. Shit still look nice.
Yeah. Because you take care of it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
you just want to play basketball and shit.
Right. But what you want to jump into, man? Your call, play ball.
Jesse Smollett.
Alright, let's do it. A lot of people got killed for, questioning and not buying completely into this whole story, this whole
people died behind it?
No.
Oh, you talking about throughout history, from the dawn of time?
No. I mean, people on social media was killing them. How could you not?
Oh,
this is a black
literally.
Man. And like Joe Budden, for instance, shout out Joe Budden on his podcast, And State of Culture, he said that he doesn't quite believe this illustrious story by Jussie Smollett. This shit don't add up. It sound like something somebody would make up if they were in a rut.
Tariq Nasheed.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, him as well. And
then you called it.
I believe the same thing.
Oh,
it just didn't make sense. It's if you took your emotions out of the situation and just looked at it from logical standpoint, you took yourself out of it. You know what I'm saying? You're not black, you're not gay, you're not straight, you're not white. You just somebody. You're an innocent bystander.
What are you, a sperm?
You're an alien. You just knew that the shit it didn't really add up. And what I said, the whole "this is MAGA country" statement, it sounds like something that somebody would put in a story to build outrage. And that's what it's starting to look like. The investigation arising, you know what I'm saying, details are coming out. It's damn near confirmed.
That's what it is, man.
That it wasn't no two white guys.
He denounced a meeting with cops.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
This is what it is.
They got these two black brothers who are literally brothers, who were, one of them was an extra on Empire. Apparently they have some type of connection with Jussie. Apparently, allegedly, he hired them to orchestrate this whole hate crime shit, you know what I'm saying? They found the cutout pieces from the mail shit that was sent to the Empire State spot, the studio. I think they found that in the guy's apartment.
With the hate mail towards Jussie?
Yeah, with the whole
before it
cutout
happens? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They finding out a lot of shit, man.
See, when I first saw that thing come out, I'm like, I thought he said it was white guys. With the whole Subway sandwich story.
Right.
I was like, I thought it was white guys. You said it. White guys.
Yeah, he said it was white guys, yeah.
And now it's black guys?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not like one is white, one is black. It's like two white guys,
and they're not even light skinned.
They're
your
darker than me.
Right.
Big brolic.
Yeah.
Why would two black guys from Africa, Nigerian descent, I believe, too? Why would they say this is MAGA country? Like,
and those close to them say that these guys they don't fuck with Trump, and they're very pro like LGBTQ people having their rights. This is the opposite of what they represent to people close to them. So this shit
makes no sense. But I'ma always say this, and when Steve listened to it, I hope it bring clarification. I think he do know where I be coming from, but a lot of people like they wouldn't really get where I'm coming from when I say these things. When I say, like for example, last week when I said when I broke down the whole white, like white is not a race, it's not an ethnicity. Just because you're pale, it's not mean you're white.
Right.
It's an ideology. It's like a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I say black, there's Dominicans who don't subscribe as black.
Right.
But then there's Dominicans who is black.
Right.
Not in terms of phenotype, not in terms of melanin. I mean, like, I could speak to, for example, Steve could be Dominican, right? His complexion. But he black. Like, from speaking to him, he's black.
Right.
Wherever he's from, Steve, when you listen to this, wherever you're from,
I think he's Puerto Rican.
you black. You black, nigga.
Right.
Fuck. But, so that, I didn't mean to say but. That's my main thing, like, so when I say, it was from initial, it was an attack on the straight black man, because when it first came out, they said it in a way as, going along with the two white guys narrative, right? There was like, there's news media articles running this story saying, oh, black, straight black men failing to come to Jesse's aid or support of Jesse shows their homophobia. What does that have to do with us? We are nowhere part of the equation. He's not a straight black man. These two white guys are obviously not straight black men.
Right.
They beat on Public and the news on him, say this is MAGA country. Where does black man comes into it? Where do the only straight black man in this whole equation is Jesse's father. And he's not even directly connected. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
They said it was dangerous. But the thing is,
you understand what I'm saying though?
I understand what you're saying.
Ever since it was an attack on straight black men, and now for the suspects to not be white men anymore, to be two black men from Nigeria. Yeah, it's
the
like,
irony.
Oh, you know, Africa is the motherland. Everyone is from Africa, and we're gonna get two African black men. Oh, these are the suspects. Like what? Where does this, like, I need the breakdown. I need the step by step transformation of how we got here. Yeah. So it's like, okay, now it's not the verbal attack on the black man, it's the physical attack. Like we're actually seeing black men being the suspects now. Yeah. So now we have to hate on them now. Yeah. And like I said too.
But who caused that though? Jesse caused that. Because he brought them into the equation. If he hired these guys, you put them niggas' lives and image at jeopardy. You damaging us all. Because now they gonna look at us like we animals.
Straight black men, yep.
So all this shit come back to that nigga.
So every straight black man has an undergirding urge to bring harm to gay people.
Yeah, which is not true. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm gonna chime in a little bit.
Crazy. I got something more to say too, but
yeah, for sure. I wrote something on my Twitter the other day because I was just seeing people, like, nobody's really, like, people are outraged and people, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I see us a little bit of outrage, but I don't see the LGBTQI plus community really on this nigga's neck.
I was going to bring it back to that. Because
with any other situation, they in the forefront. Mm-hmm. Like, they on your ass if you know, they on you, right? They on your heels. But this is what I be saying about, like, we gotta hold people that we hold in high regard accountable, because if I don't hold you accountable, then I'm doing you a disjustice. Y'all doing him a disjustice. If y'all letting this nigga slide for putting y'all emotions at stake, like, he clearly didn't give a fuck about
black men or gay people.
He didn't give a fuck about black people emotions, black men emotions, or
or his homies. Or his homo homies.
Or gay people emotions. Because he's weaponizing homophobia and this hate crime shit and race. If he really orchestrated this, y'all need to hold him accountable because he didn't have no regard
I need to kick
for
him
nobody else but himself.
Kick him out. Tell him he could only have sex with women now.
This was an attack on y'all if y'all really look at it, son. You know what I'm saying? It's like you funny. It's like him holding little hate crime in y'all face, like, look. You know what I'm saying?
You can only have sex with women, Josie. Oh no! No, I take it back. Take it back. Anything but that.
This nigga's a fool. But yeah, son, that shit is crazy. Man. Like, I'm waiting to see if somebody's gonna really come out from their community and really be like, yo, like, we not standing for this. Like, you're not about to weaponize our trauma and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because there's actually really gay people out there
who went through this type of shit, and then you making it up, bro. That's messed up. Yeah.
So now, if something really happened to a gay person, and they do some like outlandish,
it's gonna be some boy cry wolf shit.
Yeah, they gonna be
ruin it for everybody else with this type of action.
We don't believe you. He poured Tide on you? Nah, I don't believe you. No.
Right.
It could have really happened.
Right.
They got Tide on him.
That's what I'm saying. See, that was some unbelievably selfish act by him, son.
Yeah. And like I said, when we first touched on it, I was like, let's see if the LGBTQ comes out and condemn these white guys and speak out on white guys. I mean,
I didn't really hear anything.
Never heard anything. Now it's black guys. I still haven't heard anything so far. I'll be honest.
We're waiting.
I haven't heard anything still, but it's like, why haven't y'all came out in defense of Jesse? He's gay.
Right. He's gay. He's one of y'all.
And this is to show black people that just because you're gay, you're not part of LGBT necessarily. Right. I'm pretty sure none of y'all are on the committee. Who makes these? Because Ellen came out in support of Kevin Hart.
Really?
Yeah, she came out when she had Kevin on her show, and she was like, he apologized numerous times already. I'm gonna accept on behalf of LGBTQ community. I'm gonna accept his apology. Like, why are we still forcing him? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they came at her. They was like, who are you to speak on behalf of our community? So who is the committee that you see what I'm saying?
Right. So
it's not like there's an LGBTQ Instagram or Twitter account that these committee members access.
They probably
it's different accounts, but they know who makes up this committee, who has, you know, power and leeway. I thought Ellen was a
high member.
I thought she was like a, you know,
one of the leaders. Yeah. Apparently not. Apparently, if you disagree with them, they're very fickle.
Pretty much.
All y'all fickle, son. That's why whenever I'm gonna put the boy cry wolf situation on y'all as well, because y'all very fickle. When things don't go y'all way, it's all this outrage. Oh, you're being homophobic. But when there's somebody in y'all community that weaponize y'all trauma,
that don't go along with y'all narrative,
y'all quiet as a mouse. I don't hear nothing from y'all. That's why a lot of y'all outrage have no validity. How can I take y'all serious if this is an opportunity for y'all to stand on y'all convictions, your word, and stand on y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, stand tall on y'all shit, and y'all not speaking up.
But see, this is what white supremacy is. It's not a logical mechanism.
Right.
And that's what Dr. Francis Cress Wilson been telling us all this time. Like, just because you're gay, that doesn't mean you don't practice white supremacy. Just because you're a woman does not mean you don't practice white supremacy. Just because you're
a black man?
No. Just because you could be developmentally disabled, all of this stuff.
Right.
You could still subscribe to white supremacy or the system of white supremacy.
Right.
It's a mindset, it's an ideology. But to be a white supremacist, you still need certain stuff intact, like industries, resources. That is white supremacy. All the other stuff is prejudice, bigotry,
discrimination.
No, not only that. In terms of systematic, prejudice, bigotry, but also as far as like the marginalization, if you
like
don't have the
classism?
resources to practice white supremacy, I'm saying, like there's other. Oh my God.
Did you say classism? What you say?
Not classism. It's like you could be like a suspected.
It's a
white
million
supremacist.
words going on in his head right now. That's what he's trying to
You
pick
could be
out.
suspected white supremacist. You could be racist. That's the word I'm looking for.
Oh,
racist. Yeah. Because not every white person is a white supremacist.
Right.
If you're in a trailer park, you cannot practice white supremacy with me. I have more than you. Off rip, I have more than you. Could practice racism with me. Because this is where your race comes in.
Yeah.
But a white supremacist trumps your racism card. Because now both of you are white. So you can't be racist to a white person. Both of y'all have racism on y'all. Both of y'all could practice racism to a black person. But he could practice white supremacy to me and you. Because
he has the system behind him.
Exactly. He have the resources, he have the economic willpower and all of this. And this is where the whole an example of that would be I believe it's Baker's Rebellion, which is around during slavery. It was white indentured servants aligned themselves with black slaves, and they was like, yo, at the end of the day, both of us are slaves. So it's like, why don't we just join together? And then when they peeped that, when I say they, I mean the powers that be, when they peeped that, they was like, you know what, this is when that's when they introduced the whole white supremacy, classism, racism, all of that. They're like, yo, you're indentured servant, yeah, but at the end of the day, your skin is white, so you're better than that guy.
Right.
And he's like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense because my skin pure, my skin white as snow, and he's like,
dirt.
He's like dirt.
Right.
So you making this nigga feel better about himself, but at the end of the day, both of them still doing the work for you.
Right.
Both of them still empowering you. But you making him feel better about himself.
Yeah,
and that's all it is.
Yeah.
All of y'all are being tricked.
Right.
That's all it is.
Right. Nah, that's a fact. And I be saying that too to myself. I never really said it on record, but whenever I think about, I think I was speaking to my stepmom the other day when I said this. I was like, everybody think that like white people think that they like, I say like normal white people, like everyday working people that may practice prejudice or may practice their
everybody's
privilege.
prejudiced. Every single person.
Yeah.
You see somebody on the street, and you lost. You be like, he look cleaner. I'm gonna ask this guy.
Right. Yeah.
He look like you know what he's talking
about. Of course.
Everybody's prejudiced.
Yeah. Everybody's prejudiced. You can even say you're prejudiced to do this. Girls are ugly.
I was gonna say that too.
You know what I'm saying? But you got me tongue tied. What I was saying was that to my stepmom was like, a lot of these white folk thinks that they're the ones that's like in charge and stuff like that. Like, y'all the ones getting duped too.
Yeah.
Like, there are folks at the top. If you want to really get deep, like the Rockefellers, the Rothschild, 13 families, those type of guys, like,
duping y'all.
Y'all at the bottom with us.
Yeah.
Y'all white and shit, but like, by no means they give a fuck about y'all. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is a power and a money game.
It's a podcast that I recently came across a couple of weeks. It's called Stuff They Don't Want You to Know. It's these two white guys, right? And they was talking about like companies worldwide, and they was like, according to like this database, whatever, it came out with a article. It was talking about like the elites, right? And it said, as far as every single company around the globe, 134,000 about. I'm giving like ballpark numbers. I can't remember the exact statistics because I bumped this episode a while back. It said about 134,000 companies oversee them, right? And then of those, 30 something companies oversee those 130,000
or just 30?
No, I bug it. 134,000. Then above those it's like 120 124, you can say, right? Oversee those 134,000.
Mm-hmm.
Then above those 120 something, it's like 7 companies.
Wow. So the whole world
6 or 7
really
companies.
is just 7.
So
really.
the whole world really, it's only 6 or 7 puppeteers.
Right. Right. And you could really say puppeteers because everything down to marketing, what we see on a daily basis, even color palettes.
Yeah.
Like certain colors trigger, like when you see yellow and red, you gonna think food because a lot of fast food spots have yellow and red. All this shit is a mind game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So them 7 companies, they probably control everything about the normal person's brain that don't really think about shit. They just put color. Alright, this color gonna make him think about furniture. This color gonna make him think about porn. You know what I'm saying?
And then what they do it with the banking system.
Yeah.
Wells Fargo, yellow and red.
Yeah,
Then they
I
do
got
it with
Wells Fargo.
sports. The Hawks, yellow and red.
Yeah.
So they playing on your impulses and your emotion the whole time.
Yeah.
You liking these companies and these teams and these, banking systems and stuff, but you don't even know you're being manipulated the whole time. You thinking you just genuinely like these stuff. And then on your hot dog, you happen to use ketchup and mustard.
Right.
You thinking
Right.
you're operating out of free will.
Right. Like.
But in reality,
Right.
you're in the matrix.
Right.
You're being played.
Yeah, yellow and red.
Me and my barber, we happened to get on this topic last night.
Yo,
We was talking about Procter.
I'm gonna ask you off air.
We was talking about Procter and Gamble.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, these niggas out here, son. He was like, these niggas out here, they got Heinz ketchup, they got Hunt's ketchup, they got whatever else ketchup.
It's all owned by the same nigga.
But when you look at, he used to live in Arkansas. He was like, yo, when I used to live out there, all them shits is Procter and Gamble. Procter and Gamble truck pull up, all these different products, variations, whatever is coming off of that one truck. They own all of that.
Right.
And I was like, you're right. And I was like, if they not owned by Procter and Gamble, they owned by Unilever. Because my first marketing class, shout out to Professor Dixon at City Tech, he chose me and this other girl, like first day of class, never met him before, nothing. He just chose us. He's like, yo, next class, I want you to bring a report on Procter & Gamble, and I want her to bring a report on Unilever. Because of that, because of what he did, I found out about these 2 companies. These 2 companies, they head up everything. That mayo, all of that. It'd be 10 different companies making mayo with 10 different names, but they owned by the same person.
Yeah, so no matter
and you
what
thinking I like they mayo better.
Right,
But my nigga, it's the same nigga.
Right, and then
it's the same nigga.
and like, even deeper, like it's owned by the same nigga, but then the lower companies that have the name on the bottle, you could be like, yo, I don't fuck with him because he said some racist shit. I'm gonna fuck with this.
Exactly.
And they own by the same nigga.
Yeah.
It's probably down to the fashion because a lot of these like Louis, Gucci, they own by like the same niggas.
That's why I said earlier that Tom
Gucci,
Ford made these people stuff, then he made Marc Jacobs stuff. You think you subscribing to somebody totally different when it's the same
niggas,
Puma and Adidas are brothers.
Right.
They manufacture is the same nigga.
Nazi brothers.
The manufacturer is probably the same nigga.
Right.
The material, if you look at it.
Right.
But I like animals better. I don't like stripes.
Yeah, shit runs deep, son.
But both of them got 3 stripes.
Right.
What? You like your stripes horizontal or vertical? We got them both.
Right.
Let me know.
Right. What's your preference?
But yeah, man, that's a little. That's for y'all to think right there.
Facts.
That little segment. That was for y'all to think. Like, what are you really subscribing to?
That ass though. But yeah, we just gonna wait on more details to come out about this Jussie Smollett, cause more's gonna get.
Lastly, I want to touch on
Yeah.
Next year's 2020. We got Kamala Harris threw her hat into the race.
Bernie Sanders,
old ass. He gonna come with more. I'll march with Farrakhan at Million Man March. Like, dude, we good on you. What's his
Donald Trump is
Cory Booker from New Jersey threw his hat in. Donald Trump, of course, he going. Not surprised.
Some other people.
So I brought this up to say there's something called Time's Up, and it was in regards to the whole Me Too movement with Hollywood And Jussie Smollett was spotted at a Time's Up rally, march, whatever it is. He's in a picture. And his sister, in the picture, his sister is also there. If for y'all who don't know, Jussie Smollett's sister is, she's the girl, pretty girl from Road Bounce, the light skinned chick with the braces, and then she glowed up at the end. Also in the picture was Kamala Harris. Now, to add a little more seasoning to the pot that I'm currently cooking, late last year, just before Congress went on their holiday recess, the break, they passed a bill. Well, they introduced the bill on the 21st of December.
Right.
It was an anti-lynching bill. According to what I was reading,
When they passed that?
they introduced it the 21st of December.
An anti-lynching bill.
Anti-lynching. How convenient, right?
Right.
How convenient.
We still.
The Jussie Smollett stuff happened January 29th.
Right.
Keep all these dates in mind, right? They introduced it, whatever. Niggas went on vacation or on break. The people who introduced that bill was Cory Booker and Kamala Harris, collectively.
Mm-hmm.
They both Democrats, you know.
But what is that bill like? Anti-lynching. Like, we can't lynch people no more.
It's basically going against the lynching, and it's gonna bring severe repercussions and reprimandations to people who commit racist, racially motivated acts.
So not literally lynching. You mean literally?
That as well.
Why the fuck is that just now being passed?
Exactly.
Well,
because
being introduced.
Because they're running for presidency.
This country is crazy.
It's all strategic planning. It's all chess moves.
Right.
If we introduce this bill, black people gonna rock with us because this bill was never introduced before.
Right.
So we just playing with y'all. We were senators before. All this time we've been senators.
Right.
But we just introducing this bill because we just threw our hats into the race.
Right.
So if I don't win, she gonna win. If she don't win, I'm gonna win. We both Democrats. We both senators. We both light skin. Procter & Gamble, Unilever type shit. We both light skin. We both never, every time we're questioned about our Black Agenda Breakfast Club, shout out to Charlemagne, because he be straight to the point. Right. What's your agenda for the Black community? Right. Every time we ask about it, we give y'all this little pussyfoot answer. We never give y'all a definitive
Y'all great dancers.
We lie to appease to y'all. Oh, I used to smoke weed and listen to Tupac and Snoop Dogg in college.
Kamala Harris, come on, son.
My nigga, you graduated from Howard in '86. You graduated from law school in '89.
Neither of them was doing songs together in that time.
Neither of them dropped the album yet. They had mixtapes. Niggas had collective mixtapes. She had the ill Tupac and Snoop Dogg mixtape.
Just be your fucking self.
Like.
And then if we rock with you, we rock with you. But this line shit ain't gonna cut it. We gonna find out.
Exactly. But you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah. I see exactly where you're going.
So now the Jussie Smollett stuff comes out, and what was it? A noose was involved. Racial slurs was involved. Right. It sounds like a verbal.
This
lynching.
is MAGA country.
It's a verbal lynching.
Right.
You didn't die, but it was a form of lynching in a sense because
you
were assaulted. You got bleach thrown on you. A noose was around your neck. This was an assault.
Yeah.
You're attached to Kamala Harris.
Right. Yeah. The dots, man. Connect the dots. Connect the dots in this bitch.
Now we gonna move on.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Moving on, though.
Steve Harvey.
Coming
Mr.
from the
Potato.
Black Cultivation, Steve Harvey.
You saw the clip? I didn't watch the whole episode. I just saw the clip.
Yeah. Apparently, it was a 50-minute interview. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched the climax of it.
Yeah, me too.
And
with the whole Monique.
Yeah, Monique and Steve Harvey. They were speaking about, Monique possibly being blackballed and her way of going about things and holding integrity versus having money. I understand. I'm more so heavily on Monique's side because anyone that know me know that I stand firm on integrity. Like money is one thing, but if you selling your integrity for money, then you don't really have nothing to stand on, really. But I do understand what Steve Harvey was saying, and what he was saying to her was when she was going on about her being blackballed, and she called out Oprah, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry, and she told them to suck the dick that she don't have. That, I think, and what Steve Harvey was saying, he's saying it's a different way that she could have went about that. It's a different way to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I do think that was a little extreme. Like Monique, a woman, telling them to suck her dick. That's a little bit over the hill. I'm willing to go over, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna sell myself out for money. I just think she could have went about that a different way. But everything else he was saying about like how basically what he was saying was that
you can't be you with these people.
You can't be you out here. You can't be like, so, you know what I'm saying? You can't really stand for something. Then what's the word he said? He said, I can't be trying to make a point and then I crumble. And then if I crumble, my kids crumble, and then their kids crumble, all type of shit. But see, you worth like 130 mil. You got enough bread for you to stand on whatever integrity and morals you need to stand on, and your family gonna be good forever.
Listen, a coon is a coon. Whether you worth 130 mil, whether you worth 130 bill, a coon is a coon because they self-consciously know that regardless of how much I'm worth, there's a white man that's worth more than me. So the more I appease to them, the more I can eat. Yeah. Even though I've accumulated enough to start my own stuff, I prefer this route.
Right. And he said that numerous times. I mean, if you know about Steve Harvey, you know that he's like, his rhetoric is like, "Hey man, I got this
this nice job. I got
this nice job. White people giving me this white money." Mm-hmm. That's been his rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? So this is not really a surprise. When I watched the interview, I watched it. It was no emotion. I was watching it like, yeah, this is pretty much what I would expect from Steve Harvey. But you know, we live in a business. We live in a world.
I was a little taken aback. I ain't gonna front.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
I
was taken aback. Like when he mentioned integrity. When they mentioned integrity, and he was like, "Listen, money is the name of the game. It's not white. It's not black. It's the money game." I'm like, first of all, it is the white, because who invented the money game? The money game is the fiat game. The money game is an illusion. Who invented money? White people. It's fucking white people game, because that's why they're winning. If I invent a game, I should know. Like for example, Pegasus. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
He was the top duelist for a very long time because he invented that card game.
The ins and outs of it.
Exactly. So Steve wasn't making no sense at that point.
Yeah.
He was trying to justify and substantiate his thing, and he said it in a way. He mentioned that whole white and it's not white and it's not black, so that you could internalize that I have a choice. I have a chance at this game. Yeah, you have a chance, but at the same time, depending on the chance you make, your integrity could be, lost.
Right.
Majority of the time, your integrity is lost because a lot of these celebrities, they turn into coons and coonettes when they get money. Yeah. To be quite honest, it's very few who do their own thing and speak their mind and maintain that relevancy and that, accumulation of wealth.
I'd say Jay-Z is one.
Jay-Z, Russell Simmons, certain people, but then again, their stuff is still limited to an extent. They don't speak freely. Because for me, free is like Farrakhan, the way he speak. That guy is no hold back. Anybody get it. Speak out on the government, speak out on people who pass laws, speak out on the Jews, all of that. that's free speech to me.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
different
I was
methods,
taken
yeah.
aback, man. I
Yeah.
was taken aback. I was like, woo.
He ended up apologizing though. He ended up apologizing for going back.
I mean, Gucci ended up apologizing.
Right.
Louis, no, I ain't lying. Louis apologized. Not yet.
Prada
apologized.
Burberry.
Burberry
Yeah.
apologized.
The
So,
apologies only go so
I don't-
far when you do it.
anybody
after you
who
got
apologized to me, I'm gonna be like, Gucci apologized. What are you saying to me right now?
Right.
What are you
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
White people apologize for slavery. What are you saying to me right now?
Right. Right.
While crossing their finger behind their back. Oh, we apologize. I don't know. Niggers, we apologize.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get your 40 acres on the mule, but we apologize.
Yeah.
So, man,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
gotta. I mean, the whole her cursing Lee Daniels and them. To be quite honest,
You
out
supposed
of
to
the
do that?
whole batch, I like Tyler Perry the most.
Do you?
I like Tyler Perry a lot. First of all, he's funny. People be like, oh, Medea, another Medea,
Yeah.
but all of them are funny.
And they're
And
full
he
of black
put on,
people.
he put on a lot of black
Yeah.
people.
He got his own studio.
He be having, like-
Perry puts on people. For sure.
He be doing shit like Camp Zero, but on a bigger level. Like giving out money,
Yeah.
Jordans, houses, cars. I'm like, I don't know any other black person I be doing that. I mean, they could be, but I don't know. As
Yeah.
far as me being exposed to what they're doing, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he do a lot of stuff. Like, before him, I didn't know about Tamela Man. I didn't know about David Man. That's Mr. Brown. And his wife,
yeah,
Cora.
Right.
Like-
right.
Cora been out.
Yeah.
She was in movies before that.
Yeah.
But because of him and his plays and movies, I
Right.
got acquainted with them.
Yeah. He
Be-
put mad people.
House of Pain, he put that whole family on.
Yeah. Nah, so he got like
Lance Gross, he put him on.
he got like 2 or 3 other TV shows. I
Yeah.
forgot the name of my mom loved them shits.
Yeah, they show on OWN network.
Yeah, like OWN and like yeah.
And they're pretty good.
Yeah. Nah, man, I never watched it. She loved it. So I'm
The
assuming-
haves and the have-nots.
Right, that's one of them.
That's one of them. A next one is with it's like a bunch of couples and them niggas be cheating with each other.
Right.
That one is pretty good. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I felt like it was a little soap opera. Like,
Now Tyler Perry is
he's
he
very
definitely-
creative. He's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
He's good at what he do.
Yeah.
But I like him the most, man.
But if it wasn't him, would you would have been like, yeah, tell him suck your dick, yeah. fuck
No, what I was gonna say, I brought it up for a reason. I was gonna be like, to be quite honest, Monique. If you were familiar with Monique and her comedic persona, her mouth is very reckless. That's
Yeah.
one. Two, these people are all black. For example, using Steve Harvey's words, you and your husband cannot be the same person with these people the same way as y'all are outside. So now, if you know me outside of the industry, right? If we know each other on a personal level and we both black, my vernacular with you is totally different.
I'm still not telling you to
understand-
suck my dick.
I understand
That's
what you're saying.
disrespectful. We,
I understand.
we don't talk that way to each other, and we way closer
know.
than how Oprah and them.
You used to talk that way, but I never,
in high school,
I never
but I
was that type.
young
though.
and I was dumb, but I stopped that.
Yeah,
That-
I
that's
never
like-
was that type. Like even
Yeah.
a couple episodes ago when I said it, I think last episode I was like, I recant that statement because it just sounded weird. Like I just don't like saying that.
But
In front
even
of
now,
you.
like we don't be saying wild shit like
I
"fuck
know.
you bitch ass nigga." Like some
But
niggas talk that way they
frustration.
friends. That's
Some people
not.
talk like that to their wives.
Yeah,
and
that's not
girlfriends.
who I speak
can't
to with
do
people
that.
that I fuck with, and I'm saying I love. That's just not me.
What I'm saying though, everybody don't handle frustration the same.
Yeah, that's true.
So you never know the acquaintance that she had with these people, and then for them to like not follow through on the time she possibly need them the most. I would say the time she did need them the most,
Right.
because nobody, I would guess, came to her support against this deal that she was
With Netflix and
offered.
Yeah.
So-
and, I mean, her being blackballed before that and all that.
Her not knowing how to control her emotion and her frustration, she could have said this, and
Hey man, that's your responsibility as an adult.
Yeah, she's gonna be accountable for her words.
Right.
But all I'm saying
You can't be mad at
is
niggas for not fucking with you. You tell me to suck your dick, it's a dub.
Yeah, but they wasn't defending her beforehand.
But I'm just saying.
And Lee Daniels, I always heard a lot of messed up shit about Lee
Right.
Daniels.
But if
since
they
that whole
wasn't,
Dame Dash, like he helped you get your stuff started.
right.
And you gonna play him like that. So Lee Daniels, I never heard anything good about him.
But
The
my
only
thing
thing
is,
good I heard is Empire.
but my thing is, if they wasn't fucking with you before that, they damn
You
sure,
gave them a reason, an even better
they
reason.
damn sure ain't gonna do nothing now. If you were getting blackballed by them before, you basically completely burned that bridge.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
I
I
guess.
hope that she expected that when she said that. I hope she didn't expect that and expect for them to
Yeah.
reach out to her and say,
She
hey,
probably had
let's
a similar
reconcile
mindset to
this.
mine. Like
Me personally, it's a dub. I don't care who you are.
I'm over you. You know what? I'm gonna just say whatever to you now.
Right.
Maybe
So-
that was the mindset she had going into it. Like, even if you do come back to me,
Right,
I'm
fuck
good on
you.
you because
Yeah.
you did not. You showed me your true self when I needed you the most. So it's like, you know, I'm good on y'all.
Yeah.
But Steve Harvey, man, that guy.
It's the money game, man. It's the money game. If you want, look, man. If you want to stay in Master's house, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? When
You
you
gotta
walk in
play
the
by Master
room,
rules.
when you walk in the room, you gotta take off his boots. You gotta massage his feet. Make sure his coffee is warm and ready.
You saw his daughter though? The one that they claim messed with Trey Songz?
You want to touch on that real quick, like shortly?
Oh,
She fired, but it's so, I ain't gonna lie, son. It's very telling that he writes a book that's called like Think Like a Man, and his daughter out here thinking like a man, son.
Yo, I don't know how she thinking like, man, but
You probably haven't
She's
heard.
very attractive.
She messed with Future.
I heard about that. Yeah.
She messed with Justin Combs, who's P Diddy's son, right? She
The
messed,
light-skinned one?
She messed with Trey
No,
Songz.
no.
Yeah, Justin Combs.
Justin is.
One with the curly, like not the waves.
Okay, yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
That's King Combs. Okay, yeah, the license. All right,
Right.
cool. That'd be
She messed with Trey
dancing.
Songz, some other guy. I don't know his name. I think he act some other guy. And look, I'm not saying, look, I'm by no means
Shout out
calling
to
her a
all those
hoe
guys,
at
man.
all. She playing these niggas. Like, she got all these niggas whenever she want them. Like 1 week she seen with Trey Songz.
Yeah.
And then she got Future online in his feelings. Like, making videos about her and shit.
Really?
Yeah, like saying, yeah, because it was a picture of her in the car with Trey Songz and his paparazzi flashing. And she tried to duck before they seen her. So Future made a video and was like, oh, you ducked too late. We already saw you. But he didn't say her name, but obviously he must be messing with her because he making a video about her. And then Justin Combs, he wrote something and was like, you ducked too late. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then she was saying, so it's just like, that's why I want to have another girl on the show, another woman on the show. Because, I mean, like I said, I'm not calling her a hoe, but she thinking like a man, son. And I just would love to hear what Steve Harvey has to say about that situation. Because your daughter out here, you know what I'm saying? She...
But, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, shout out to those gentlemen.
Right.
If
She's
I was,
very pretty.
If I was
She's
in their
21
position,
too. She's pretty young.
I wouldn't mind. I would be like, shit, we all bachelors. I don't want to be tied down. By all means, go out and do your thing. As long as we protect it, we use protection when we mess
These
around.
niggas probably really like her, though. They don't want these other rappers messing with her.
The
Son.
thing about men,
They really like her, son.
I'm about to say, the thing about men is when we encounter women
We
like
wanna,
that,
we want to keep
we
them.
want them even more now because we
Right.
see you out here playing with like other relevant people too. We want you now. We want you a little more.
You saying we as generally men? 'Cause
When I
I'm not
say
like that.
majority of men, I'm saying me, I'm not like that. Come on.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm saying you
I
saying
clearly
we,
said
so
like
it's
if I see you entertaining one other guy,
yeah,
I'm good. He won the race.
Yeah.
I got asthma.
I can't taste you.
Man, I ain't got that stamina.
Right.
Shorty.
Yeah. But these
But I'm
other
saying
niggas,
men,
yeah,
majority of men
Yeah.
do act like that. I've seen it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We see it all day.
They act like, oh, I don't want that. I don't want her. And then the chick come show me text like, oh, oh, I miss you, and like, why you putting up a facade for me? I'm a man. But this is what that's what it is.
I'm not like that at all, son. Soon as I realize that you,
if I have a feeling
that
my
you
spidey senses,
entertaining other guys, and I'm really like, all right, if I'm really like, if I don't really care for you and we just messing around, like you do what you want, as long as just don't bring no drama to me, and just stay safe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm really into you and I'm like, damn, like I could kind of see myself like spending time with this girl. Once I peep that you not on that type of time and you still want to entertain that, I'm gonna let you be a free butterfly.
I don't even ask.
Like I'm gonna let you spread your wings.
Well, I didn't even ask.
I'm gonna let you spread your wings, son.
Oh, Dolly, you're a stranger.
I'm gonna let you spread your wings. I'm not competing with the other niggas, man. I ain't competing, but Tekashi. You called it. I gotta give you your props.
Nigga was not spending no.
You called it, and I mean it's not 100% confirmed, but the fact
He's
is
not.
he's not getting 47 years.
He's not.
The fact of the matter is that reports is coming out that Tekashi 6ix9ine is he's set to receive no jail time if he completely cooperates and snitches on all his past affiliates, and he agrees to not get involved with any other crime after he's released, and he can leave with no jail time and he'll get witness protection. But the thing is, what I'm seeing online, and I said this on the episode we first mentioned it, I'm not from the street life, so this is my perspective on this matter is not gonna be from someone that's been in the hood, living the game life their whole life or been in jail. If these are guys, I put myself in his shoes. These are guys that you met prior, maybe 2 years prior to this date, 2 years prior. They allegedly fucking your baby mother.
She's attractive.
I don't know why. Yeah, but they're your homeboys. Your girl's attractive. I ain't trying to fuck her. You know what I'm saying?
But that's different.
You trying to be funny?
I wasn't trying to be funny.
So they literally.
I first saw her on Vlad when she was like, "Yeah, this nigga out here snitching."
Wait, it's your first time seeing her?
I never saw her before.
Really?
Dominique, I don't be.
Because the interview just came out like this past week. You just now seeing her?
For the first time?
She been out and about and shit.
Dominique,
you got an Instagram. Come on, you got an Instagram.
I don't be caring about these people.
It don't matter. You can see her in passing. You can see them in passing. Like, oh yeah, that's her. Okay, all right, swipe.
Don't be caring.
All right, whatever.
So I be checking for them.
So allegedly,
if it ain't Melo or Uchemba, I'm not checking for you.
It's not my girlfriend, my wife, or mother of my kids. Allegedly they was fucking his baby mother. Allegedly they
or one of them.
I heard it was multiple guys.
Shout out to them.
Allegedly they was trying to get him murdered. They was conspiring against his timely death. You know what I'm saying? They stole millions of dollars from him. One of the guys conspired robbery against him, pistol whipped him, all these things, right? And he's supposed to just take 47 years. Because no, it's part of the code.
According to him,
nigga, I'm singing like Trey Songz.
According to 6ix9ine, he said. According to him, he said he didn't say it was them that was stealing the money. He said it was the
He said it was the dirty promoters. But
yeah.
But I think that it was code for Shotty, who was his management. He's the one that was overlooking all his money.
Yeah, but...
You know what I'm saying? But I did see reports saying that Shotty did take money from him. So I don't know the logistics of how much, but nigga, you took money from me, nigga. I don't care if it's $5. Nigga, I want my $5 back.
So I'm gonna snitch on you for $5?
Yo, it's the totality of it all.
I get where you're coming from.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he
but
felt deceived. You feel deceived. Nigga trying to murder you. Like,
I'm gonna bring
what loyalty you owe to these guys? These guys wasn't loyal to him when he was out and about. They wasn't loyal to him, so why should he be loyal to them?
I'm gonna say this, right? You remember Slim Jesus that came out with that drill
the white
time?
guy. Yeah, that shit was alright though.
It was hot.
Yeah.
He on Vlad TV said, "I am not a gangster. I don't live this life. This is not me. This is what sells. This is what I'm gonna do to sell."
Yep.
I respect that to the utmost.
Me too.
6ix9ine, what I hold him accountable for is he walked around here and there and everywhere talking about blood and challenging people, daring people to pull his card, test his gangster, all of this stuff. If you telling outside people to test your gangster, why don't you prove your gangster with inside people who are clearly testing your gangster? That's one. Two, me and him knew, as well as YG and other people, knew that he wasn't about that life. They knew, we all knew, majority, people knew, I don't know what percentage of people, but people knew this facade this persona he was portraying and conveying was not him.
Yeah, it was all for
So, if you knew that, why didn't you just come clean and be like, yo, this is, I do this to sell. Shoddy is my protection.
Because it was working. It's working for him.
Exactly. So, don't use it when it's convenient. It's all about convenience.
But
it's all about convenience. Both sides. The perspective, it's all about convenience. These niggas use him for their convenience. He used them for his convenience.
Yeah, but and also
this is why I hold him accountable. And you cannot turn back and snitch now. No, because you wanted to portray and convey this lifestyle. You need to sit and take what comes with the lifestyle. Because you poisoned a lot of young people's minds with what you put out.
Yep, he sure did.
We don't know how much young dudes turn blood because of you.
Right.
We don't know how much young people turn Crip because of you. Because at the end of the day, it was gang.
Yeah, right. Or just got their
So even if it's a regular street team, a gang, a set, whatever it was, we don't know how much people you influenced to become affiliated with all of this stuff. That's going to throw their life away. So because of that, I feel that you should be accountable. And all that snitching shit, I don't respect. You should not have snitched because you claim this lifestyle. If you claim a lifestyle, you shouldn't snitch. If you was on some Slim Jesus shit, that's why I mentioned him, and you said this is not me, this is not my lifestyle. I just do this because the people that are around me, that influence, and the protection that I get from being around these people. So I rap like this, but at the end of the day, this is not me and my character. I'm not a gangster. I never shot a gun.
That's not part of the
deal. Different. That's different. That's you.
That's not part of the deal, man.
That's you accepting yourself.
You gotta go all in with this shit.
Alright, then do the all in. Do the all in. Damn, do the all in that cell for 47 years.
You gotta go all in. Look. I understand both sides. I understand what you're saying too. Like, and he was. What trying to say that he was doing illegal activity. I heard that he
partook.
Like he did hire one of his boys to put a hit out on Chief Keef. Yeah. He did participate in robbery. He did participate in matters with drugs and whatnot.
Yeah, he participated in all that.
I understand both sides. Like, you made your bed, you gotta lay in that shit. But this is why I said this is me. Like, I'm not a gangster. So, I know for a fact, a lot of these guys that's saying, oh, nah, I ain't want to snitch. Nigga, the judge look in your face and say, you getting 69 to life. Some niggas is telling, son. And I'm just speaking for that. I'm speaking for that, like, that little possibility, a little percentage of people, like, like, it sound great. All this shit sound great. Like, don't snitch, nigga. You part of...
Yeah.
Until nigga be like, you 22, and somebody telling you the rest of your life gonna be behind bars. It's real easy to say when you're not in that predicament that I'm not gonna tell. Yeah. It's real easy to say.
Yeah.
But I'm just so glad and fortunate that I'm not in that situation. And I would never put myself in a situation. That's the moral of the story. Don't put yourself in this position. We all seen this shit. He only been hot for like 2 years, year and a half. We seen him making that bed.
Yeah, less than 2 years.
We seen him tucking the sheets in, getting the right covers, making sure it's We seen that bed getting made. And that bed was finished, nigga. Now you gotta lay in it or you gotta get the air mattress. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But I also, before we leave this topic, I also I follow this guy. I forgot I think he's a hip hop lawyer. He does like law tips of the day and like tells people like how to like get out of shit like that.
You gotta give me his IG.
Yeah, and he was like, allegedly they all report saying that he could get no jail time, but he said no judge can guarantee any like defendant or whatever no jail time. Like, that's not a thing. They could say you'll get lesser time, but he can't guarantee you no days. So that's just
the judge.
So the judge. So I just wanted to put that out there that
really
it's not 100% confirmed that he gonna get 0 days. You know what I'm saying? So I just.
Is there a difference? Did he specify if it's a federal judge or if it's a?
I don't have to
like
watch
a
this
small
video
claims judge
again.
or, because I know. Like, let's say
I'm
part of the Masons.
I don't think he would speak on small claims because this is not a small claims.
No, but
situation.
Okay. Well, that's a federal situation. I know, like, as far as Masons and secret society goes, there's certain hand signals you could do. Like, if you got wind that judge is part of like a masonry, sect or whatever, you can do certain things, and that judge peep your hand signals, and he just like wipe your slate clean. Like, I'm throwing out the case.
Right.
So I don't know how, I don't know the ramifications as far as, what he was
I'll show
saying.
you his page after we get off. But,
Fact of the week?
Fact of the week?
Alright, so fact of the week.
Yeah,
I have no fact of the week. I'm going to give y'all 1 or 2 next week to make up. But, yeah.
We gave y'all enough jewels and good shit today.
Yeah, this was a pretty...
concise and every episode is like that though. We always say it was a good episode. Every episode is fire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And I'm proud of myself because I barely cursed this episode.
Right, me too. I was like, as I was speaking, I was like, all right,
I was cognizant of it.
All right, let me replace like effing with messing.
Yeah,
like messing.
And I was like stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Right. You might be like, yo, these niggas corny. But
nah, let's do that more often. We don't have to curse a lot. Plus, like ads and promos. I don't want to have to mute it out. That's mad work. We could just pick a nice little minute long of us not cursing and it still be juicy.
Spitting fire. Exactly.
Right, exactly. Bye, folks. Rate, subscribe, review.
And tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend, man. And thank you guys for listening.
Bang.